Hi everyone, it's me Leslie here with another video. Thank you so much for watching my video and thank you so much for subscribing. Today I'm doing a storytime discussion to talk a little bit about being the change. So there have been so many things happening that I want to talk about, that I contemplate about, but of course for this type of video, I need to make things more succinct to get to the point. Recently, I was out and about with my daughters and I saw a couple, and the partner was wearing, one of the partners was wearing a shirt that said something like tobacco, alcohol, firearms. And there have been so many things that I see people wear. I was at the park recently. It was cool enough to go to the park recently. I took my mom and my sweet daughters, and we were at the park, and there was some guy there with his daughter wearing a shirt that said biscuits and porn. And recently I heard a story about, I guess, some rapper or some famous person taking their 10-year-old son to a birthday party and giving him money to give to strippers. And the list goes on and on of things that I've been hearing about and personally seeing. And I truly am asking myself, really? Is this what we're really doing? Before I became a stay-at-home mom, I was teaching English as a second language in elementary schools. From preschool up to the 3rd grade, I was teaching. And one of my very first schools, they weighed heavily on mindfulness. And make sure you're friends with the entire class, and be kind by playing with each other at the playground. Be kind by picking up your trash and putting it in the trash can. Just things like that, mindfulness. And when children are growing up, especially at the elementary school age, many of us try to remind them to be kind, be helpful, be thoughtful, pick up your things. Don't be mean to your friends. Play with everyone. We give these messages to the children, but for ourselves, a lot of the times we don't hold ourselves to the same standard. I tell my daughter to make her bed after I make my own bed. If my bed isn't made, how can I tell my daughter to make her bed? And that's a very watered down example, but that is the exact message that I'm trying to get out. How can we say, do what I say and not what I do? We have to be saying, do what I do, as I say. And so this video is primarily about talking about being the change. Do we really want the future that we see, that we are seeing before our eyes? Do we really want to be spewing hate? Do we really want to be doing what we're doing in society, the way we're doing it? Do we really want to be wearing a biscuits and porn shirt to the playground around 5-year-olds? With our 4-year-old daughter, for example. Do we really want to be wearing a firearms, alcohol, and tobacco to the grocery store around everybody's family? Do we really want to be sending the message that 10-year-olds should be throwing money at strippers for their birthday, as long as they don't touch the stripper, Is this the message that we really want to be sending out? Are we really sending out the message of, I'm an adult, I can do what I want? All the while there are children watching. When did everything become so X-rated? When did everything become so fair game? Don't stop me from doing my version of freedom. But what happened to any type of accountability? What happened to it takes a village to raise a child? What happened to the village? I want to know what happened to the village. And so I am saying in this video, I'm trying to be the change that I want to see in the world. I'm raising 2 young daughters. I'm trying to raise them to be good, decent, modest, and humble, kind, helpful citizens. Will somebody help me with that? Will the village help me with that? Because besides just a small number of people, I almost feel like my family's doing it on our own. What happened to that village? What happened to that support system of the community? My husband and I, our family, we don't want to just be individuals ruggedly trying to figure things out on our own. What happened to the community that helped out for a healthier family, for a healthier way of life? Your freedom affects my freedom. The things I do affect you too. I am trying to be the change of a more positive, kind, helpful, productive future. Will you join me in that change? Being the better part of the village that truly thinks of others and not just yourself. Every day I try to remind myself to be better. Of course, I make mistakes all the time, but every day is a fresh start to be better. Will you join me in that? Join me in being the change we want to see in the world. And being the change can be so hard because being different can be so lonely. But if you're willing, let's try together to be the change, to be better for the community and ourselves. So that's where I'm going to end this video today. Thank you all so much for listening and watching, and until next time, bye.